ranked 2-day ranked series, I think. Hello guys, so wherever you're watching from YT, TikTok, and Twitch, mind you, we are live in two different YTs, the real time YT, of course, and the car YT, and of course we're live on TikTok and Twitch, and we are about to get the party started. It's gonna be two teams that these actions are gonna be very, very wonderful today. But again, hello man, hello, how you doing? How you doing, my bro, Black Martyr? You know, I do have a wonderful co-caster today, and here's the one and only Black Martyr. So how do you feel about today, man?
I I really want to see what the players are going to show us tonight, but I do feel good for being on the stream this evening. Thank you so much for having me here, Carl. I appreciate it.
But to be fair, we are delighted to have you, man. You know, so yeah, the map B-roll here. That is the beauty of Combine. Even though I would lie, I don't like this map. I can't like this is one of those. It's not like a button map to go and cast in it, but it's not a map I like to play personally. You know, but again, I prefer this map to Crossfire. So yeah, big win. But you know, for the maps, it's a best of three. First to get two map wins is going to win the whole thing. It's Combine Hardpoint to kick start things off, and Quran and Search and Destroy for our second map running in here. Then to go and close the free. Oh god, it's going to be Crossfire Control, the map I hate with everything I have. You know. So what do you think about this fixture, man? It's Outcast and Tectonics on the very first game. What do you think about this fixture?
Yeah, it's basically both teams gonna clash. I really want to see how they work out that hard point because the dynamics of hard points. Who gets that first lead and who gets to maintain it or keep it? That is something I want to see. And also with this S&D, Kurohana, a map that I haven't actually played in before, so I don't actually know the dynamics there. But then again, I really want to see how both teams are going to navigate that one, Carl.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, that's the beauty about gaming like this. These are maps that I have played for sure. But okay, oh guys, the YT volume is low. I'm gonna fix that real quick. I can see I think I know why. I can see those comments there. I did make that happen. So I'm gonna fix that for you guys, so you guys can actually listen to the stream in real time and actually get the correct sound setting. But yeah, so back to the actual game here and. Combine Hardpoint, Hardpoint is that game mode where it's fast paced and it's going to come down to how well gun skilled you are, how well gun versed you are. And I don't think I know any of these two teams that well to go and say, Outcasts are going to be better gun skilled, than they might just go and dominate Tectonics. And then I can't say the same thing about Tectonics either because I don't know them that well. So this is just me like in between trying to figure out who is going to be the outplayer of the outplay in the Hardpoint Combine. So I think me and you are the same, right now in that perspective where we don't know what to expect, but what we're hoping for is all out action, man. For real.
Yeah, definitely all out action. We don't exactly have that much information on them. So really, both teams can have the surprise card to play right now on any of the maps. But remember, it's a best of three. So first to win the first two maps takes the victory. So both teams really gotta have to make sure they make the most of every moment in each of these fixtures and make sure that it works in their favor.
Yeah, that's it. So it's all going to come down to, of course, like you did say there, rightly, it's a best of three. So you want to make sure you get those first two maps and maybe take out that fear of having to get to a map three where it's anybody's game still. So you want to make sure you are winning 2-0 at the beginning of the first two maps. But that's where things are going to get a little bit interesting if we go and see a map three here. And mind you, it's going to be on Crossfire, the one map nobody likes to go and watch. Maybe it's just me though, but I think you guys as well don't like to go and watch that. I can't speak for you guys, but this is going to be quite the action if we are going to kickstart things on Hardpoint Combine. And the players they've been joining the lobby and on joining and leaving and joining, and I don't know what they're doing, chat. They've been joining and leaving too much, and maybe they're trying to get servers right. I can't say what's for, but we are about to get the party started, Black Martyr. So, you tell me, what are you rooting for? Is it going to be you rooting for Outcast or for Tectonics, man?
Yeah, it's pretty hard to root for someone, but then again, Outcast, the name just sounds scary, but then the game is starting, guys. We are back in it.
Yep, we are back. That's for sure. And this is the game finally kicks off here. So Combine Hardpoint is where we are going to start the war. And it's going to be anybody's game for sure. But it's all going to come down to who's able to get a first full 60 on that Hardpoint P1. If you're able to control that hill and maybe get that piece spawn in time, you might be able to just go and see the whole thing through. So now Tectonics, of course, they are going to start on the back from here. Never someone you want to be for them. You want to start things off good on P1. And P2 is going to look like it might also be in your favor. But now Outcast are going to outplay them so far. P1, a full 20 points about to rack in for them, and Tectonics are playing catch up early on P1.
Yeah, starting with the break. Tectonics, Outcast having a strong lead there. Sia there on the Celestial Inc. looking for a value, but not able to find one just by walking to that one. But then it's an engagement that will win that one. The Outcast leading 25-27-0. Tectonics don't have a single kill, and right now they're just a prey. We'll find one more. Outcast just spiraling right now, spiraling out of control, and the lead will increase even more.
Yeah, there we go again, 43-0, man. Now they're going to get PC, though. We do see Tectonics getting that spawn, so can they hold the spawn? That's what I really want to know now. Can they hold that spawn? It's going to be very important if they can hold it down. Spawn, very important now, and it's going to be Outcast still having the hard point time so far. The Tectonics, mind you, they got there first. They look like they had the spawn, but they absolutely spawned out, and now we see Outcast absolutely go and dominate Tectonics, and this is not fair. You know, it's a one-sided game so far. P1 was dominated right then. P2 as well for Outcast so far, and Tectonics still playing catch-up. Not a single... They can't find value in the hill. Nothing's working out for them. Purify comes out now for the man of Yaru here, trying to get value. He finds the one kill, confirms that Purify, looking for a lot more. It's 79 and counting, about to break the 100-point mark, and Tectonics, man, this is a bad day for them.
Yeah, badly indeed. A massacre there with the Purifier with the Sky. We'll try to find one more value. Outcast still getting more values there. Spiraling the Tectonics. Not having a single one. What is going on? Almost for the 100-point triple kill on the Celestial Inc. And Outcast really getting high. So they're for the outplay, but we'll get taken down. Losing more members and they will respawn again. Outcast with the advantage and just going from there. Tectonics not playing catch up, just being the prey endlessly for Outcast massacre.
No doubt, man. This is 110 against Neo, and this has not been fair. Tectonics, not a single second in that hard point, and this is never something I'd expect to go and see, especially given the fact that I did not know either of these teams personally, you know, going into the game itself. So I was expecting a little bit tense, a little bit very close game, but so far it's 125-0. Tectonics, not a single value found. It's all blue on that kill open, and so far, man, it has been a total trashing, and it doesn't look like there's a chance of a comeback whatsoever. But at least can they at least get 1 second on the hard point time? That's what we're literally hoping for now. Can Tectonics be able to get it? Now they do have it 139-1, but hopefully they do not stop there, Black Martin. Hopefully they do not stop there.
Hopefully they don't, because before comeback is not looking good. Tectonics 1 more, 2 more. Really trying to find their rhythm once again, but Outcast just making sure that they don't. Let's out in the air on Jiggy, but will go down. Tectonics gets another one now, claw in hand, trying to find more. But Tectonics, they will try to get their act together. But Outcast just spiraling right now, not willing to give them the lead there, just getting more points in. Good grenade, it goes in as well. But Outcast, they know what they're doing, and they're not willing to let anyone go for Tectonics.
I mean, 165-3, man, hasn't been close. You can't deny that one. And Outcast so far just doing a lot better. Tectonics trying to play catch up here. It's 171-3, and that's not a scoreline I would even want to see my younger cousins have, you know, play Codem. But right now, it's just the actual event getting an actual pro game. So this is not something I'd expect at all. But Outcast is dominating, they're having absolute fun. And then this is not even a competition for them anymore. It's literally just them having practice range and having that target practice on. As now we're going back to P1. They are close to that 200-point mark. It's 197. They might even get it there. 199 now and make that 200 locked in that P4. So now we're going back to P1 where Tectonics are not even able to get 5 points yet, and the game is almost done and dusted in favor of Outcast.
Yeah, Outcast really being the Outcast. Tectonics gets another one. Could this be it for double on the equalizer? Will follow. Outcast gets 2 more points. Tectonics trying to find more value here, but it's not working there for them. Outcast getting more, just getting closer and closer to that target point. 45 points left. Warmer Death Machine in hand gets a double with it. But Outcast, they're really not giving them any breathing space, making them their double target. Outcast getting it. Tectonics falling behind even way more further than before. Smoke from out there, but we'll go down to the Purifier. Outcast just massacring them. Triple with the Purifier. Yarrow with the quad kill. Just styling right now. They are the target dummies. They're not a prey, and it is vendetta against them.
And 234, man, that's the score line. They're getting 6 here. They finally do cross 5, but now they need to get a lot more value, maybe. But are they going to find it? It's 235-10. Claw in hand. Can be Monkeys here. I hit Monkeys. That's the one's IGN. And now Claw trying to find only few that smoke finds one kill there. Might get a double. Yes, he does. The SMG back in hand. They are going to clear that hill now. Pichu is going to get locked in, and nobody from Tecton is able to break that hill. Now Predator might get value. Call-outs are going to get given. Map force info shared out. It's 247. You might as well call it rounds. Put the akara in the bag. Put the fries in the nylon. It's of course 250-10. And Omo, all I can say is Omo, man. For real. I don't know what to say about real. I don't know what to say for real. I don't know what to say. This was not fair. This was not close. This was not fair. It wasn't close at all. It wasn't close.
The experience gap, it's clear. The skill gap, it's clear. And overall, just the entire gameplay. I mean, how can you literally be on 0 until your opponent gets to 100 and then you then get 1 and just stay on that 1? And I really don't know. Like, it was as if they just feel, okay, look, we'll let you hit us and we won't do anything, but we're gonna act like we're doing something, because that's what it looked like to me, Carl.
I think I'm gonna have to agree with that the analytics there, man. That was it, because like it was a boxing game where it was one boxer versus a 12-year-old, and you know, it's never fair if it's a scenario like that. The scenario is just not scenarioing, and Tectonics are going to absolutely get destroyed. And Yaro on the 23 kill mark, the hardpoint time 2:53. That's a lot of hardpoint time, chat. That is a lot of hardpoint time, and it wasn't even close at any level at all. Tectonics clearly better. Outcast just rather. So I take that back. I don't know if I'm drunk here. Outcast clearly better. Tectonics, you know, this is just them looking for scraps. And on S&D, you know, hardpoint and S&D are two different game modes here. But from what we've seen on hardpoint so far, I could just easily somewhere go and say you might just see a total of 6-7-1, 7-2, 7-3. But I don't think this call line is going to do close at S&D, man. I doubt it.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see a 7-0, because come on, I mean, we saw what they did to them in the hardpoint. We saw how long it took for one member of Outcast. I mean, he's got a 2 minutes on hardpoint. That is a long time. And then they've got like just seconds on the side of Tectonics. We've got like 4 seconds max for a member there on Tectonics, and that shows you that the S&D is probably going to just be a chase of the predator and the prey, and probably just a massacre, because it's not going to be funny for Tectonics unless some miracle that somehow that's their strong point and hard point wasn't. Unless that's Tectonics, I don't think that I can say 1. I think it's gonna be a 7-0, Carl.
I mean, I can't even dispute the fact, you know. I'm not going to be like, oh, no, Blackwater, chill, you're being too harsh. Because all I can say is no more, and I think it might just go and be that scoreline 7-0. But, you know, we're hoping S&D is a lot closer. That's one thing I love about comps, you know. I want to see a closer game on Search and Destroy. So maybe, hopefully, we can't actually go and see, you know, the S&D being a different story entirely for the boys and the boys of Tectonics. Yeah, but you can't lie, man. They have to sit up. They have to do a lot better. And it's going to be them having to go a full-on God mode if they want to go and make this work. But again, Kurohan and Metropolis, guys, S&D, the most beautiful map in Quadem. If you don't agree with me, you can come and fight me, bro. Come and fight me wherever you are. This is the most beautiful map in Condemn. And here we go again. Search and Destroy to kickstart things off. Again, big shout out to BetClan for sponsoring the whole live stream. And big shout out to the TRA, which is Dewey Public Africa, for hosting the whole event. And here we go, guys. What do you think? What do you think the score? You did say 7-0. Are you standing at 7-0? Are you standing at 7-0?
Yeah, I will stand on 7-0, because honestly, Tectonics, they're not really giving me a chance to actually, okay, I want to look at their play style, but then there's nothing to look at, Carl. The impact is too low. The time is too low. The time is too low. So, like, there's nothing to analyze here, Carl.
Yeah. To be fair, I mean, to be fair, I'm just gonna say I agree with you on that one, yeah. And I'm just like, you know, maybe there's a ward, there's a chance somewhere in the ward where there might be something in play for Tectonics and S&D. You know, the thing about Hardpoint and S&D, it's two different game modes, Hardpoint and S&D. Hardpoint is, you know, the more fast-paced one where, you know, it's all about how good gun skilled you are, your rotation speed for the next Hardpoint, and if you get there fast, and your operator skill usage, how well can you use them, that's what Hardpoint is, you know. But when it comes to Search and Destroy, you know, it's a lot more slow, and it's going to come down to how slow can you play the game, how well, how much can you think on your feet here, how can you change your strategy mid game. So that's what S&D is like, and you know, it's going to come down to that particular game or game plan. If Tectonic can actually somehow outsmart their opponents, then they might be able to get something done. But you know, what we just saw in Hardpoint was a clear sweep, and if we see that something like that again at S&D, it might just be a goodbye to them, really. A 2-0 on the series, man.
Yeah, it just might be it. And Tectonics definitely need to go back and re-strategize, need more training, real training, not the, you know, the offline, you know, play with, you know, bots and just shooting range kind of training. Yeah, not the shooting range kind of training, because this, I mean, it's one thing to come to an online tournament and perform to your best and lose, but this is just something else, Carl. Tectonics, the blue team now outcast on the yellow. They might get that blue team good luck charm there, but I will speak so soon. One member down already on Tectonics. Losing a member down already. Outcast still has 5, so 4 versus 5. But 2 members down for Tectonics, and I have spoken. 3 members down, 2 on 4. Outcast will lose 1, but Steven here with a machine pistol trying to find the value.
Yeah, here we go, Matt. You're not right. They have lost numbers 2v4. Jiggy has fallen though for the side of Outcast, so that's one Steven sniper in hand, finding the one more kill. That 2v3, but now Feng able to take Cora down. It's a 1v3 now. Left squad to get that much is going to be Steven. Has to make it work somehow. He's all alone. He's got a sniper in hand, and Bomb has not gone down for Outcast, so he can still make this play work if he can just find him off guard, maybe. But it's going to take a lot, because you can see the map here so far. It's not okay. 2 players. First time, Steven hits Walker. Not a good call. Might still get the kill there. Slides it. No, he doesn't get in. No. Feng finds him first, and of course, Outcast are going to get the very first round. Even though I did expect Tech to actually get that, and you know, trying to start a momentum switch. But I don't think that flip is happening anytime soon. As Outcast are going to get the very first round, and Tectonics again. Well, play catch up here, man.
Yeah, just doing that. I mean, I thought them being on the blue team, maybe those the good luck charm from Outcast being on the blue team in the hard point is gonna rub off a bit on them, but looks like that did it there. Nate's out. Steven with the machine pistol, really trying to get closer here to where the action is. But we'll switch over there. So let's get Ink shooting through the smokes, but then again, it's really not wanting to commit to this one here, but they will rotate back around the objective. Outcasts know how to play around our objective, trying to find one here. Ooh, gets taken down, loses 2 members already. Tectonics. Okay, welcome back. Carl took a short-term leave, but we'll be back soon. But it's Black Matter here, and we're gonna talk about the maps here. We've got High Point, Hacienda, and Tunisia with the S&D, and the Raid with the Control. As you know, it's a best of three, and whoever gets the first and the second victory here wins the fixture already. But then again, if there is they somehow lose the second, a team somehow lose the second one, they get to go to a game three, and you know how this works. It's a best of three, and Hacienda there, Tunisia on the S&D, and Raid with the Control. So with that being said, I think we're gonna be waiting for production to get the game on while we're gonna be looking at the teams that are going to be playing. But I want to know what you guys think. I want to engage the comments if possible on what you guys think about Hacienda being on the hard point. And this wasn't the map we saw in the last game. But so far, so good. S&D on the Tunisia and Control with the Raid. What do you guys think? I want to be engaging the comments and see what you guys think about this map choices here. Okay. So both teams are playing right now, please. Okay, so Bear Hunters and PDX are actually the one casting right now, are playing right now, and so far so good. I don't actually know anything. It's kind of like Tectonics versus the Outcast game, and we didn't actually know anything about those teams. So far so good. But the Outcast came in and they absolutely decimated Tectonics in the hard point. It was an absolute massacre. And we got to a point where we saw 100 against a 0-point lead for Outcast. That was something that was something that doesn't happen all the time, but it happened, and Tectonic just absolutely got massacred in that match and played catch up until the end. It wasn't a fun game for them, but then we saw a very good start on the other side of Outcast. We've got a 2-minute hardpoint time. If you know anything about hardpoint times, that is significantly long, and that is something. But we're gonna see this match. Hopefully we don't get to see a one-sided hard point like this one. Hopefully we get to see something whereby both teams are going head to head. Both teams are going head to head with each other. But really this is something that is unpredictable, because both teams are two teams that I haven't actually seen play yet, and both teams are two teams that I haven't actually seen what they are like when they clash against each other. But hopefully it's not going to be something like Outcast and hopefully it's not going to be something like Outcast and Tectonics, because that wasn't really something nice. Hopefully with the Hacienda and Tunisia with the S&D and Raid on Control, this is going to be a different match from Outcast and Tectonics match. But what do you think, Carl?
Yeah, well, what's good, guys? So yeah, I mean, PDX and Beer Hunters is something I actually want to watch, yeah, and actually want to know. I don't know, but yeah, just to clarify for all of you that were watching the stream, we apologize for ending the last game and just going to intermission here. So we were asked to join a different lobby, and that was the PDX lobby here. So that's why we had to end the S&D game for Tectonics, and that's why, literally, guys. So apologies for that, and we are heading into PDX, and that's the next game we are having on stream. It's Hardpoint, guys. So you guys let me know, chat. You guys let me know what you think about PDX and Bear Hunters. And again, firstly, the Black Hunter, I know PDX, man. These guys are they are the top of the food chain when it comes to comps right now in T1. So, I can't even say I know Bear Hunters that well, but I want to go and see what Bear Hunters can actually go and do. Because so far in the last couple of weeks, all I've been saying is offset, and the comps in. And I want to go and see a lot more of that. So, we got, guys, PDX and Bear Hunters to kickstart things off. And Hacienda hard friend. I think Black Monster, you've casted a couple of games there on this particular map. So what do you think about this map, man?
Yeah, I mean, it's a map that can really be taken advantage of. That Koyad scene is something that, you did say that PDX are the top of the food chain. So Bear Hunters are definitely going to walk over time. Hopefully we don't get to see Tectonic situation all over again. Hopefully deja vu doesn't happen, because, I mean, being top of the food chain, that is something I really want to have high hopes and expectations for their gameplay in their hard point, at least. I mean, the S&D is a completely different game, and both teams might have their strengths there. It could be Bear Hunters, it could be PDX. PDX as well. But really, Hardpoint is where you get to know which team has the better gunplay, has the better outplay, and has the better gameplay overall.
Yeah, it's definitely going to come down to, gun skill. I think that's one thing about the gameplays. Yeah, it's all going to come down to actual gun skill. And like I did say, PDX are one of the best teams in Africa. Literally, if I can go and use that word, maybe I'm glazing too much now. I don't want to sound like the glazer here. I want to be as fair as I can. But I do know PDX have, they have top quality players, chat, literally. And Bear Hunters, again, I don't think I know the players on that roster quite yet. So I want to go and see who they are. And maybe I can give it a rating as well when the game actually starts. For I'll see the hard point to kickstart things off. And again, it's a best of 3. So first to get those first 2 map points is going to win the whole thing. Has to end the hard point, Tanisha Satch and Destroy, and wait control for eventually a tiebreaker. And hopefully we get to that tiebreaker. I don't want to see a total blowout anymore in any of these games. Yeah, the first hard point game we just watched. Black Manta guy, that was nothing to write home about. That was literally nothing.
Yeah, it wasn't. And you did say that PDX at the top of the food chain, and you don't want to glaze them so much. So Outcast, they were kind of like the underdogs. We didn't have enough information on them. So when they came in and performed that way, it was like an explosive one. It was an overwhelming force against Tectonics. And hopefully PDX, they're already known that they're good. So definitely there's going to be some expectations on their end with performance. And obviously, Hardpoint is where it is. But I really hope Bear Hunters know this already and they have something in store for them. I mean, it's not just going to be, like you said, a one-sided match against Bear Hunters. It's gonna be something whereby it's you take the lead, I take the lead, and somebody ends up being the winner, because as you know, there can only be one winner for Hardpoint. Both teams can try, but there can only be one person that comes up victorious in Hardpoint. And then we move on to S&D, and hopefully we get to see a game 3. If not, one team goes home with the victory in the second match.
Yeah, that's it for sure. So yeah, some of you on TikTok just said Carl is the #1 glazer of PDX. I'm going to laugh at that because I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. They are that team. They have the players. So, but again, like you said, man, it's all going to come down to if you kickstart things off with a hard point, and of course you carry that momentum onto S&D, and of course you might just go and finish things off 2-0. But then we're hoping to go and see that map 3 now. I'm hoping Bear Hunters actually have what it takes to drag PDX down and take them all the way to a map 3 and probably even go and get that win. So this would be a series I'm definitely excited to go and cast, and I'm hoping this actually comes out for the best. But now predictions on this particular map here, I want to give predictions, like a strict up prediction here. Are we going to say PDX to win 250 whatever? I'm going to say PDX to get the win, but I'm not going to say a scoreline. So Black Martin, what do you think is actually going to get the win? What do you think?
PDX have a reputation to live up to. So that's definitely, the people are going to be inclining towards them. The chat is going to be inclining towards them. But Bear Hunters, I mean, there's not really much. I mean, it's kind of like playing when you're the underdogs, playing where not everyone expects you to win is, kind of like releases the pressure off you. But PDX right now, they will get that pressure. Their names coming in. They know the SS9, trying to find the value there. But more names going in as well. Bear Hunter, ooh, this one breaks the tide there. Bear Hunter gets to PDX, responds immediately. Not like Tectonics. PDX takes the lead, and they will not play passive in this half point.
Yeah, P1 Hacienda, it's going to be Fountain, yeah, so it's very open hill. It's literally, a battle of who's going to have the better gunfight skills and who's able to hold onto those top controls, have the gunfights won, and that's good. What's going to get you majority of time on that P1? And so far, PDX look like they are going to be getting it 3 and 2, and they are dominating this one. It's Charisma on the 2-kill mark. Not a lot of kills, but the man is Charisma still trying to find more value fours there. It's going to be a back and forth, but so far, PDX there, P1 has totally been in their favor, but now we see Bears able to go and get that break finally through, but now they also need to get P2. So who's going to get there first, John? Who is going to get that P2 first? Is it going to be the boys PDX and Bear Hunter? Look at that rotation coming now for the side of Bear, and they are going to get there first. But they are behind on hard point time. Can they now hold on down to P2 and maybe try to get things started up and even get that lead as we now make our way into P2?
Yeah, definitely PDX taking the lead, leaving up to the reputation. Here, that's a top hole coming in. Bear Hunters trying to take back. The Blake trying to catch back up, but Bear Hunters can really get back on PDX. There's a pause on that kill lead. But the point odds are favoring Bear Hunters right now. PDX takes it back with a double on the Megalodon, but they will not go any further. Bear Hunters, PDX taking more. Nate's out, the smoke bombs out as well. The hard point is on, but PDX will go back up. Bear Hunters play catch up, Clawing Hand getting more, but we can take it down. Bear Hunters behind, playing catch up, but PDX showing why that the people's favorite, showing why that deserve to be glazed as they will take the lead in the hard point fixture.
Here we go. It's Darox now with the War Machine trying to find value for VDX here. There's nobody coming through that door, so now they're watching the backs. Might get a double. No, he doesn't find any value for that one. But now they need to go next, and it's going to be down to P3. He's going to get there first. P3, open hell, but you need to make sure you have that spawn locked in, and that's exactly what it's in Bear trying to go and do with PDX now, trying to cut them off one by one. It's going to be instinct 11 kill mark. Now Tempest for Ditley finding a double kill, make that 3, and now see that smoke. They cleared that hell. PDX here are going to get P3 locked in first. So Bear Hunter once again playing catch up on the back foot. Pred comes in, gets a double kill, equalized now for Scrum, able to clear 2 players down. Can we find a lot more value? And now Bear finally getting that breakthrough, but they need to hold it down. PDX 81 point mark, the Odin somewhere outside. Hunter now 7 kill mark, brings out the death machine, trying to find a lot more value. Doesn't find anything. That one's gonna fall through. But look at that, guys, 81 and 38, and I mean, Bear are trying to keep things close, but PDX clearly just looking like this might go and be the hard win game.
Yeah, an experience difference. Bear Hunters here trying to catch up though. They will get that 50 points there. That's a nice headshot coming in from Frozen. They will throw in the Bear Hunters 30 points gap now. They're closing in with the Clawing Hand right now. I trying to find one, find double, finds a double there with the claw. Bear Hunters find the triple. Bear Hunters beat the Hunters. A big find a quad. Hunting the best. That's a glaze. But will be taken down. A very brilliant move there, brilliant play there. But there's the double again. PDX responds with the triple as well. Aura for aura. They're not to be dominated. PDX takes a quad back, responding with flames as they will get that quick double kill. And that is 6 kills with the Preds, not counting the gunshot there, Carl.
I mean, it's 105.54, man, and that was quite the clip, wasn't it? For now, PDX, yeah, Clawing Hand is over the Man of Instinct, trying to find value for that one, do that full side, might get the 1 kill. He says the man, but I don't know what that claw was for, like, doesn't get a single value for that one yet. He's gonna fall. Now, the Anifa Lee, able to get just 1, falls as well, the back and forth, tries to find him. Now, Diddy to get a double kill. Diddy, I see you, get bounce 3, might get 3, yes he does, clears that hell. Tempest back into play for the man through that smoke, but no, he doesn't find value. But again, guys, it is PDX literally having this opportunity work out for them. Ditley finds 1 more. Tempest though there might get a double, doesn't get that one. He's marking hit though. And 123.56 as we now make our way back to a P1 where it's gonna be open hills, open fire, and all gonna come down to who has top control, absolutely down, and can't see E3 on P1. But so far, man, Bear Hunters still playing catch up, and the bears they're hunting are running really fast because they can't catch them.
Yeah, they can't catch them. I mean, the Hunters, but they will put on a show, though. Bear Hunters getting past the double on Frozen. We will try to find more value there. Ooh, we're taking out a dangerous one there. But then again, getting on the USS 9 scope, we'll find the value there. PDX getting more points there, almost on the 150 points. Bear Hunters still behind, paused a bit, but they will try their best to keep up. And Instinct there finds 1. Ooh, that's a close one there, but we'll get taken down. A bit of an expensive engagement there, but PDX will get even higher in the lead against the Hunters.
Yeah, that's it again, man. It's 159.57. And so far, PDX are just dominating this one, aren't they? They do have that lead, but now Bear Hunters playing scrap time for that P1. Now we need to get P2 though, and who's going to get there first. It's a very close hill, so you want to make sure you have that spawn, preferably towards driveway. That's what a lot of you say rocks here, but I still think it's driveway, though, for that better spawn. But now, War Machine, Darox in hand with the War Machine. Frozen, Tempest, 19 kill mark, and now Darox finds a double, Dean finds 1, Death Machine in hand for them. That's once again the operator skills are going to come in full force, and now they have P2 locked in. They do have the driveway spawn, I think, not rocks here. And so far, now Bear, PDX closed. It's 18 kill mark for the man there. Dean, 24 kill mark. Watching see that pool side. Riverside rather might find value. Finds the 1 kill, might get a double. Still, it's gonna get stolen maybe. But it's 70-180 chat. And Bear Hunters are still trying to find their way back in this one. But so far, PDX are making that impossible as we go on.
Yeah. We go in the goalie not right now. That's not looking so good, is it, Carl? PDX will take the lead there. Bear Hunters trying up there, but it's a 190 against there. Bear Hunters getting a double there. Didi on the machine pistol, really trying to make it work. Divine Snake as well on Didi. But PDX are just 2 ahead there, almost 100 kill gap. Bear Hunters, the Hunters right now are not getting any closer, but that's a double. Didi on Tempest. He will make more lead, but gets taken out. Bear Hunters now clawing hand high. Really trying to find the value there for the missiles. We'll take him out. Bear Hunters really trying to get up there, but PDX, they will be paused there on the scoreboard. But Bear Hunters really trying to take advantage of that time. But PDX getting more kills and getting higher there on the board. Bear Hunters are still paused, almost on the 200-point mark. They will get to the 200-point mark. 48 points left. Bear Hunters are 2 behind as they play catch up.
Yeah, we go again, man. It's 92.06. PDX, you have the 200 mark firmly crossed, didn't it? And now they need to go and see finish 3. So far, a P3 contest coming in both sides. PDX, though, do you have that lead? They need to see now, go to that P4, get it first, and maybe get things closed off there. But now, Bear Hunters still chasing that bear. Can they catch it? Can they hunt it down? As we now make our way eventually back to P4, where PDX are going to be the final line of things that the Hunter for that season. Yeah, that's why you're for now. That's what finds one value. Now the boys in blue about to cross 100. Yes, they do. And let's not total brush down compared to that game one we saw in Streamer Hardpoint game. Now this has been a lot closer, even though not close, well, a lot closer than that first one. So 103 to 18. Back to that P4. Bear Hunters are going to get there first. Now the Hunters are holding it down. The boys in yellow trying to get that breakthrough. Now Darox SMG in hand might find 1 kill. Yes, he does. Doesn't get a double. Throws it. Tempest gets a freaking triple as they clear that. He'll make that a quadruple. Takes out 4. And now Hunters are finally hunting. Candy hunts the PDX boys down. Equalizer, Squirt finds 1 kill there. Hunters are just finding their way back. It might be happening for them. It's 122 to 18. The PDX now contest comes in instant, gets a couple as they now do clear that hill.
Yeah, they might be changing the history of Tectonics, but PDX say no, they will get a double there, increasing the score lead even further. 20 more points left. PDX, they just might end this one, but not in the favor of Bear Hunters. The Hunters right now are trying to hunt, but PDX are trying to change the story and trying to make themselves the Hunter instead. But Bear Hunters still trying to make a statement here. Even if they go down, they go down. They don't go down without a fight. Now, Didi Tempest in hand, really trying to find the ball here, but PDX, the goal score lead is getting closer to that target point. Didi here waiting for that engagement and just waiting and holding his position here with the engagement. They find that one there, but gets taken out. The trade comes in, and PDX 7 points left. They will get closer. Bear Hunters trying to sample what's left of the half point, but PDX gets even closer. 3 more points left. The Red Mission comes in, connects on 2-1, and PDX hits that score point and take the victory as they win the game 1 of the 3-point fixture.
That's it, man. They are going to win game 1. It's going to be hard for Hacienda. Clutched, closed off, and sealed off here in favor of PDX. And of course, if you're Bear Hunters, well, the hunter definitely not work. But you know, the thing about Hunters is they never give up. They wake up the next day, they pick up their bag, pick up their fishing, whatever, pick up whatever they need for hunting, and they go out to that field or to that pond and go fishing again. So, you know, it's going to be S&D now to bring us back here. And, you know, before we get there, back to the start board here for the side of PDX getting that win. Instinct 41 kill mark. Amazing gameplay. 2-minute mark for on the hard point for Darox. That's a lot of hard point time. Every single player on PDX above the 1-minute mark tells you it's literally everybody's game. The OBJ, the objectives, the slaying, the anchoring, everybody's, you know, it's a teamwork effort where you get to make everybody do everything and make it work. And that's exactly what PDX just did. The hard point, the anchor, the objectives, everything being done by everybody as they are going to get that win clean and clear. Hard point 251-30, but Bear Hunters as well fought, and only the one player able to cross the 1-minute mark, man.
Yeah, definitely PDX all hands on deck there. As we can see the impact there on Instinct, 196-point impact. Can't the same say the same for Hunter though? A 63-point impact on 13 seconds time. That's not really the best, but then again, can be improved though. Let's not forget that a little more training and improvement is required there. But PDX there, no difference and definitely deserved the glaze. They did so well and lived up to the reputation for their fans, and they will be moving on to the game too. But then again, like you said, Carl, Search and Destroy is nothing like Hardpoint, and it will depend on other factors. But let's hear from you. What do you think, man? Do you think Search and Destroy might favor the Hunters? Because clearly they tried to fight and they tried to hunt, but Hardpoint just wasn't in their leagues for against PDX. But what do you think, man? Search and Destroy, who takes the game?
If I'm going to be honest here, I don't think I can point it out yet, because the game wasn't that close, but 250 130 is not a total trashing. It was a tense game, but it's had to give everything they had. But PDX was just clearly better on Hacienda and Hardpoint. Hacienda, mind you, the map also entails what might happen. And of course, you can clearly see the Hacienda Hardpoint was a PDX map. It was a PDX game mode, a PDX map. So easy win for them there. But now we're going to Tunisia, Search and Destroy, and this is where things might take a turn. Bear Hunters, man, they had really good gun skills. They had good rotations. They actually played really well, Chad. Don't forget that. They actually played really well. So going into S&D now, I'm just, a bit conflicted where I think it might not be a PDX blowout anymore. They might not get the win in S&D, and we might have to go to raid control to get that tiebreaker. But again, I can't tell. I'm not really sure. So I guess we're just going to find out what happens on the Tunisia S&D. But yeah, what do you think? Is it going to be PDX to get the win, or maybe Bear Hunters might actually be hunting something this time?
Honestly, the Bear Hunters are gonna try to hunt. I'm definitely not gonna design that. So I'm not gonna predict a 7-0. I'm not gonna predict that. I'm not gonna predict a 7-1 either, because I believe the Hunters are going to want to make a statement. The Hunters have surely that they don't go down without a fight, and they don't go down without at least making their prey feel haunted. So the Bear Hunters are definitely gonna make a statement. So if I want to predict the victory. It's definitely gonna end in PDX favor. But then again, I want to give Bear Hunters a run for their money. I want to believe that they will give PDX a run for their money, and I'm gonna predict a 7-4. I want to predict that a 7-4. But what do you think?
In favor of who? 7-4 in favor of who, man?
In favor of PDX, man.
Of course, guys, Black Panther is now the biggest PDX glazer in town. It's none of the cow. I have now resigned. But again, all of you gifted on the YT and the TikTok, thank you guys so much for gifting on TikTok. So we are live on YT, TikTok, and Twitch, the Real Time YT, and all the cow platforms. So wherever you're watching, hello, and welcome to the CRA The Republic Ranked Series, brought to you by Bear Clan, proudly sponsored by Bear Clan as well. And yeah, there we go, guys. Tunisia S&D, and of course, Black Panther now doing the glazing, not me. I'm the good guy now. I'm not glazing anybody, guys. I'm being fair, But I think, I want to still agree with Black Panther on the S&D point where PDX, I think, are actually going to go ahead and get that win. But we want to see Bear Hunters actually put up a fight and maybe, just maybe, somehow take S&D and give us that raid control. So yeah, I'm going to go with 7-5, 7-6, roughly 7-5 there in favor of PDX. That's what I think.
Yeah, that's valid, because definitely we're gonna be seeing the Hunters give them a run for their money. That is definitely gonna happen. The Hunters don't go down easily. They, like you said, they pick up their gun the next day and they go into the jungle and hunt for their prey. So definitely the Bear Hunters are not gonna take a 7-0, 7-0 defeat in that. That's definitely not what I'm gonna see. But with that being said, that is going to be the prediction for this S&D. And right now, I think both teams, with the play styles and with the gun plays, all the players of the PDX, oh my goodness, that was an impressive gameplay, and the time and the impact, Carl.
Yeah, no doubt, that's it. But now it's Tunisia, guys. It's Tunisia. It's a classic map in Search and Destroy, Call of Duty Mobile, and yeah, we got, again, everybody's about to get the action on. Look at the beautiful map. Not as beautiful as Kuro Hana for sure, but still beautiful, still there. A classic retro map here, and beautiful designs. But now, Tunisia S&D chat, snipers dead. You want to have a snipers working extra time here, trying to get you those early kills, first dodge, and maybe you might just go and get something to work out. But so far, yep, we are going to... Thank you for the TikToks.
The bomb has been
All right, we're back. We're back. That was fast. Thank you all time. And now we go. It's 0-0 as we go to round 1. And so for Daros finds the 1 kill there. It's a 2v5. Make that, yep, 2v4. Make that 2v4 now. Instinct somewhere around this one. Trying to get a value still for himself. Can he make it work though? He's got the Odin in hand. Numbers for PDX. The bomb has not gone down. So, make that a 1v4, man. 1v4.
Yeah, 1v4 there, trying to make the clutch there. Ooh, that's Frozen. Frozen on the contract there, trying to find the value there, but not finding anyone. But PDX will make a statement as they take the first point in the 7th round lead.
Yeah, we got a prediction on board for me and Black Martyr. It did 674 at 675, you know, so we might be on, we might be eating good this evening, chat. I did stick my house ran on the whole thing, so you know, I might be eating good, but now we got again, chat. So far, 1-0 PDX have to get the 31st round locked in. Now we go to round 2, sniper in hand for Din here, 1 kill mark. See that smoke might find value. Hasn't found any yet though, so it's a full push now for the B sides, and all 5 men are trying to get the plant in. There's one player watching that flank come through, might be able to get a value, but it has to work out. Now there's going to be Din, 1 kill mark still, sniper in hand, overextended. There's going to be the man there to go get shot down, and that's Father. And it's still, man, this is a 5v4. Bomb has gone down. It's anybody's game still though, 4v4, and PDX so far just look like, you know, they might still go and get this round 2 here.
Yeah, they just might get that one, make that 2v4, Carl. As 2v3, PDX. They will lose 2 members there. Bear Hunters 1v3 now, just 1 down. Just might get that one there. But PDX, they will live up to their reputation. Of course they do. And take that 2nd point in the 7 points game.
I mean, they are PDX, you know, they want to go and see things off in S&D. They have 1 hard point, so S&D is where they're looking to close things off here. And getting this first round already locked in, getting round 2 as well locked in, and now they want to go and get round 3, because if you're them, you want to close things off as fast as you possibly can. And now Bear Hunters playing on the back foot again. We saw that on hard point, and now it's an S&D as well. It's never somewhere you want to be if you're them, so it's going to be them now trying to find a way to just stay alive in this one and make this work. So far 2-0 PDX here. They do have numbers tied up. Actually no, 5v4 in their favor. The bomb has not gone down. Diddley finds one more. Diddley gets a freaking double. Had the man again, sniper absolutely clutching. 2v5, and Bear Hunters might be hunting nothing.
Yeah, they might be much nothing. 2-5, yeah, 1-5. Make that high speed, the only one left with the Celestial Ink, but the trade finds him, and PDX will take that 3rd point for the 7-point lead and make a statement that the hunters can also be the hunted.
Yeah, they can. Black Martyr, go on, Brisky. You are me.
Defend the objective. The enemy has the bomb.
Okay, PDX, instinct here on the Megaloda, but then the grenades coming in as well. They will try 2 members down, 3 members down. This is 1 though. That's a fair trade there. 1 member left for Bear Hunters. Can he make the clutch? Can he make the work? But PDX will get that point again and make a statement that the predators, the hunters, are now the hunted and the prey. PDX 4-0 lead. Carl, it looks like our prediction just might not work, but I don't want to speak so soon. They will go in again. PDX really confident right now on the machine pistol. They're on the contract, trying to find the value there. PDX with the lead there. We will lose 1 member. Bear Hunter, 1 member goes down. It's a 4v5. The bomb is getting planted, and PDX as well loses 2 members. Oh my goodness. PDX down with the numbers disadvantage here. They will lose another one. A bit of a punishment there. But there's a 2v5. I don't see it working for Scoop there. Right now, looking for an engagement there. Frozen there. We'll find one. 3v2 right now. PDX advantage. The numbers advantage as well. But we'll get taken down. It's a 1v2. Bear Hunters just might be making something work. Scoop right now on the tundra. Looking for one. Trying to find one. But there's the crowd. Looking for but not finding any value there. The traders might find him. But PDX is a 2v1. They will take that 5th point in the 7-point lead.
Man. All I can say is, it's 5-0, chat. It's 5-0. My house rent, he might be gone. 5-0, and Bear Hunters have not gotten a single round. And here we go. The attacking side so far have been PDX absolutely attacking the attackers, the Hunters, you know. And this has not been fair. It's not been close. And Bear Hunters now just trying to find a way back in this one. Ditley finds the very first blood once again. Father falls, and it's a 4v5. And PDX just dominating, playing checkers while those guys of Bear are playing a different game entirely. Din finds one more kill. 3v4. Back and forth just come to the here. Bomb is now going down. The very last time attacking round for them, PDX, and we are looking to get a 6-0 and match point on this round.
Definitely 3v3. Here's a fair numbers at game for both teams. For PDX, they will just stay together here. They will make sure that they get the objective. But Frozen here on the 405, trying to find the value with the shotgun. Mega low down here on instinct as well, waiting for that engagement there, just waiting for that one, finds that one there, a very brilliant one there. But PDX will take the 6 points, Carl. They just might make it 7-0, Carl.
I mean, it's 6-0, it's match point, it's everything point, and now we are flipping sides. So Bear are going to actually be, Bear Hunters rather, are actually going to be the attackers. So finally, they actually are going to be hunting Bears, but you know, it looks like it's a little bit too late for them. It might be too far gone. Downs finds one, back and forth trades, Ditley finds one, falls, and now it's a 2v3, and Megan a 2v1, the numbers on both sides. Father gets a double SKS kill, and that's exactly what you want to do if you're him. Now it's a 1v2, it's one man. He might get that clutch, but Father sees him as well. Now they dance a little bit there. He's going to fall and Din finding no value. And now the Hunters are finally going hunting as they get their very first round, 6-1, round 8. Here we go.
Yeah, here we go indeed. Finally picking up their gun and going into the jungle and not falling without a fight, not willing to surrender to PDX. They will make a statement there, but PDX still wanting to make sure that they end this game on time. This cannot be a reverse sweep. They cannot afford it, but they will lose 2 members, 2 for 2 there. Back and forth, back and forth. Bear Hunters will lose more members there. Numbers advantage to PDX. Oh, I spoke too soon. 2v2, numbers advantage to both teams. As one member, PDX gains back the number advantage, and 1v2 here. Bear Hunters, this might be the last one for the S&D. If the clutch is missed, Cook there on the Tundra, waiting for that value to come in, but PDX knows that they cannot afford a reverse sweep. He just might get that one. They are looking for him. No, there's an engagement there. Will not see that one though. But Scoop here on the Tundra, so find one, but not finding a value there. But we'll get taken out. PDX, they will win the 7th point in the fixture.
Hey, God, we literally said 7-5 and 7-4, man. I think we're a bit too kind. Were we too kind, Black Martin? Why are we so kind? We should be a lot more weekend, man. It's 7-1, and PDX is just a lot better. They're absolutely destroying Bear Hunters there. Guys.
I mean, at the point, we did think it wasn't a situation of tectonics, but clearly the S&D was just a tectonics repeat. But the hard points did give us a run for our money, though. It did try to convince us that it wasn't a tectonics outcast situation, but really, it just was a S&D, and the hard points probably was in the favor of Bear Hunters. Probably they had the advantage in the hard points as well. But the S&D, like we always say, Carl, it's a completely different game.
I mean, completely different game, but the same outcome, man. Completely different game mode, completely different map, but the exact same outcome. So we're just going to see PDX absolutely run through Bear Hunters here, and the Hunters are going to be the Hunters. They absolutely get owned and destroyed, and PDX clearly better. 14-2 for Ditley there. Instinct 4-2, 7-4 for Din. Charisma 7-5, 6-4 for Darox, and easy peasy as PDX are going to take the whole series here. Hard point clutch, S&D also won, and unfortunately we are not going to go and see that map 3. Sad, sad again, but but I wish I could even go and say, oh, Bear Hunters got a 4th, but the S&D was absolutely nothing to write them about. So yeah, no words for them. But again, that's it, guys. That's it. PDX are going to get the win here, and they qualify for the next round in the TRA Run Series, man.
Yeah. Congratulations to them. They did well. They impressed me. But then again, I also want to give Bear Hunters, they really did try. It wasn't really, the hard points, of course, not really the S&D. The hard points, they tried their best They tried for a comeback. The Hunters tried to be the Hunters and try to make PDX the Hunted, but no, PDX just had the better advantage there and the edge over them. So both teams really did so well, but unfortunately, they can only be one winner in a fixture, and PDX will be the favored one tonight in this fixture.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, we're going to the next game soon, but if I know literally I like to break games down, but for this one, yeah, there's not much to break down. You know, PDX look like we did think Bear Hunters were actually gonna put up a really close fight, really close game, but unfortunately that's not going to be the outcome here. As PDX just take the whole thing by its horns, and hard done, S&D done, no control. Best of 3, absolutely won 2-0. So yeah, we're gonna go on a very short break, guys. It's been your boy Kyle alongside the one only Black Martyr, and this has been the TRA Ranked Series brought to you by Bear Clan and of course Real Time. See you on the next one, guys.
Yep.
I'll keep you in. All right, guys, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. As we are about to get to our next game on the road, and of course, this is going to be it, guys. It's going to be a very, very, very. I hopefully we close the game, guys. Hopefully we close the game, bro. Hacienda Heartpoint, Tanisha S&D, and Raid Control. So we have seen this match split before earlier today, and of course that was really extra, absolutely dominated that one. Hopefully we do go and see him my feed this time, though. Yeah, again, well, we is so far Black Water here. What do you think about these two maps? What do you think about the Heartpoint on Hacienda and the Tanisha map as well?
Yeah, it's kind of like when you know what you're doing and you get into the Hacienda point and you know really how to hold those positions well and those spawn points well, it can really favor, especially the Hacienda spawn points, when you know how to use them properly and utilize them well. When you get them first, that can be very advantageous to your team. But we saw the way PDX really used it against Bear Hunters. We saw how well they got a lot of points with that spawn point. But then again, it's all about the gunplays and it's all about how well you know the map and how well you know how to coordinate your team. We saw PDX in the hard points. We saw the time they spent, 1 minute each person. That was the least time. And that was a team that knew what they were doing and had good synergy with each other. And S&D was just, oh my goodness, that was just a complete one-sided game. So I don't really want to get too detailed in that.
I mean, to be fair, that's understandable, isn't it now? But yeah, now we're going to a different game entirely. Yeah, it's Delta Force versus Outcast. And of course, Hardpoint Hacienda is where they're going to kick things off. And mind you, we have seen Outcast play earlier today. And man, that was quite something to actually watch out for, as they absolutely ran through Tectonics with the Hardpoint game. I don't know how the S&D ended, and I don't think I want to know. But yeah, Outcast clearly have what it takes to be in this round too, and what it takes to even go further into the next coming rounds. But yeah, we got it, guys. Delta Force, on the other hand, they would be looking to somehow end a run to the side of Outcast chat. Delta Esports, actually, guys. Delta Esports, thank you. It's not Delta Force, it's Delta Esports versus Outcast. I think I've been playing the game a little bit too much, man. So I need to delete that game from my phone. Goddamn for life, guys. Of course, now it's going to be the one and only Delta Esports versus Outcast. So yeah, what do you think about this one, man? As we now head into the action, Risky.
Yeah, we know already the reputation of Outcast and how well they did against Tectonics. Let's be honest, Tectonics didn't exactly give them that much of a challenge here. But Outcast, let's see how well they fare against Delta Esports. We don't really know that much. We know that Outcast can be aggressive there, already coming in, gets a kill. Okay, doesn't get anyone yet. The scoreboard, we don't really know what's going on here, Carl.
It's going to be P1, man. It's P1, so, it's a very open hill, and there's no conflict whatsoever early on until you get to see the action start coming in, where the players all coming and trying to contest with that P1. But so far, Outcast are going to get the first 6 points, but now they're going to lose it. Yeah, it's Delta, and now going to get that lead locked in. Delta Esports now P1 looking to be in their favor. The 25-second countdown for that P1 heading into P2, and Delta look like they want to hold it down for that scrap and make sure they get P2 fast as well, because if you're playing P1, you also need to make sure you are getting that P2 spawn, as that is going to be very important if you're them. And now so far, Delta on P1 have been clearly better. Outcast, they did the Hardpoint game today before. It was a lot better than this, man. They were the ones dominating. But so far, it looks like they are going to be the ones being dominated, as now we head all the way back to P2.
Yeah, the Predator becoming the prey, the hunter now the hunted. No more stead target Tectonics here, but Delta Esports will put them in their place and take the lead for the early, as they will get the game ahead. They'll find more value there. Delta Esports giving us a 37 kill lead here and just spiking it in the lead. Delta Esports not making any moves, any mistakes here, as they will dominate Outcast. Outcast trying to make a comeback here, play catch up, but they will get that for their Revenge King Slayer coming in on the US side, but Outcast will try to get back up, going back up. Delta Esports up pause, and Outcast are trying to get catch up to them, but Delta Esports, they're not willing to go down without a fight. They will get back up, finding their pace once more, as they will get that 50-point mark.
Yep, 3-point encounter now. Tempest there for Twitch, trying to find value through that smoke. Hasn't found any yet, so that's going to be a waste of the British if I do say so myself. Now, Storm trying to find value there. The final one here is going to fall Stormy rather. And now we have to go to P3. Who's going to get there first? It's a very open hill, but you need to make sure you are rotating first. You are getting your gunfires ready because most likely it's going to be a very, very highly contested one there. But now, Stormy, it's kill mark because he can find kills with that kill for he gets a double with Jiggy 4s and 57-point mark. About to now across 60. If you're Delta, you look like you have the game locked in. You look like you might just go and get that win, but now you need to go and see if Equalizer gets a triple on that kill feed. Oh my god, clean work, but now he falls. Now Death Machine as well, trying to find a lot of value for himself here. Delta still have the hard point time. No, now the doors Outcast are going to break it. Now Stormy with the War Machine trying to break it, walk forward them, trying to want value. See that smoke, might find a lot more, gets a double, might get 3 there, he's gonna fall. Yaru clears out 2 players, but the contest now is there for both sides. It's Delta about to clock 70, with Outcast as well, playing catch up and finding their way onto that P3.
Ironic because they were more dominant in the game against Tectonics. It looks like that was the setback, and their Outcast will fall even more. Delta Esports getting ahead and the point lead. They will get close to that 80-point mark, and Outcast really playing catch up, like you said, Kyle. Delta Esports on the 80-point mark. That's really right now. They're just trying to make whatever's left of their numbers here. Really trying to coordinate themselves. But Delta Esports are just way ahead right now and in their game, in the zone. They will fall there as they will make a mark going straight to that 90-point mark for Delta Esports.
But now, if you're Outcast, you're probably asking yourself, how do you close down a club? It's not too much, yeah, but you need to close it. The sooner the better, because the more it grows, the harder it is to catch up on the hard point time. So far, it's 91 and 45. Claw in hand, the XM4 there, finding value still, and Delta are going to get the P4 scrap time ground counted in their favor, but eventually they have to go to P1. It's a very open hill, so it doesn't matter who gets there first, but you also need to make sure you get it there and try to win your gunfights early again. But now Delta able to get above the 100-point mark first. They have the lead locked in. They have the whole time on that P4. Now they're losing. The break finally happens for Outcast, but it's going to be a method for scraps. Eventually, they need to go that next excursion. Now with the Equalizer, though, still contested for the own hard point. I've got no idea why. And if that was a very good investment, has found one though, finds a double value. And P1, now we head back there with Delta Esports on the lead on 115-point mark.
Delta Esports really flipping the tables right now. The tables are turned. Outcast now being the praise, getting hunted, trying to make what's left of their numbers. But Delta Esports really getting revenge for Tectonics here. They will make sure the Outcast feel their wrath as they try to find more value and increase the gap even more. Delta Esports already on the 124-point lead. Outcast on 56. It's not looking good. They need more points. They need to get their act together. But more players will fall. The boys in yellow are not really doing so well like they did against Tectonics, but find the double there. But not enough though. Delta Esports will try to get even higher here. There's 4 bombs around trying to restrict the finisher, but nothing stopping Delta Esports. They go even higher, increasing the point lead. They get even closer there to the point mark, the target mark, and Outcast really don't know what they can do to change the situation.
Man, 150-point mark closing for Delta now. Now they need to go to P2. Very open house. You need to make sure you're there first. Not open actually, but there's actually 2 spawns, so you need to get the better spawn and make sure you are controlling the other one. So far, Delta are going to get there first. Looks like they are going to hold on to the rock spawn, not driveway. So rocks might be better for them, but now they need to make it work. And Monkey's now trying to get that flank to work from behind them, but he's going to fall on that kill feed. So it's all going to be blue on the kill feed now in favor of Delta. The Claw, the War Machine, the Death Machine, the Tempest, and all the operator skills are absolutely going to go wild. And now you're saying Outcast just trying to find a way back into this one. And sorry for Delta, look like nope, we are not letting you back. As we want to close things off in our favor. Now the Claw is going to fall down there finally. Delta about to cross 200 and Outcast cannot even get anywhere close to 100. And so far, guys, it's been a Delta Esports dominated game on that PT.
Yeah, definitely dominated game by Delta Esports. They crossed that 190-point mark, and Outcast Red Missiles finds one, but Outcast, they really are not getting that one in. Delta Esports almost on the 200-point mark. And if you know anything about the 200-point mark, you know that it's a dead timer from that point. And Outcast still on the 58-point mark. Nothing's happening. Delta Esports just keeps getting more, piling the deaths on, and Outcast just cannot get their act in this one. They will get more points though. Delta Esports getting ahead. Cozy on the USS 9 trying to find the value here, but will not be able to get any more. Get taken down instead. Outcast losing more members. Delta Esports here almost getting closer. 48 points left, and Outcast they're running out of time. They need to make it work. They can't make it work, so increasing the points here. But Delta Esports, they're trying to get back into the game. They're trying to get more points here. But Outcast, they will make sure that they don't go down without a fight. They defeated Tectonics, and they want to make sure they become the bear hunters of this fixture.
So far, I mean, becoming the bear hunters is quite the point because bear hunters lost 2-0, man. So I mean, that is quite the point there because Outcast right now they look like they might be losing hard point. So far, it's not close. But so they're still fighting though. They are still fighting. So 2-13-84, and now we're seeing Delta trying to close things up eventually. But now they need to go down next hill and back and forth just coming through on both sides. And now it's all down to this hill here where things might start to get a little bit tense. And if you're Delta, you want to close it off on that B4 as soon as you can. But Outcast are going to get there first, and now they need to see it through. Twix comes in, he's going to fall, and the back and forward, War Machine now for Stormy gets a double. He's going to find 4 as he's going to find 5 and 6. And oh my god, Stormy, he might be the man to actually want out 4. Takes out 6 with the War Machine. He's going to get 7, and somebody write that down. That might be an outro record for the man Stormy. 7 with the War Machine. Down to Esports, looking to close things down now. The Claw gets a double kill. Death Machine there as well. 237. Make that 238 is still counting, and Delta might close it over that B4. Articus cannot find a single footer in that B4. They can't break it. Cozy fights one more. Jiggy now on the 7 kill mark, mind you, below 10. Finally gets that break for them though. So now Delta, well, 245, 93.
Yeah, 93 there, 5 more points there, gets a double. Outcast tries to cross that 100-point lead. They cross it though. Delta Esports, 5 more points to secure the hard-point victory. It's looking difficult, but Delta Esports, they will make it work. Outcast not willing to go down without a fight. A double comes in, but Delta Esports, the time has gone, and Delta Esports right now, they just need 5 points. Outcast are making it difficult for them. They will get more points in. Delta Esports are paused. Outcast just might be making a statement. They just might be fighting on the last round they have right now. But Delta Esports, 3 more points left. Outcasts are running out of time. The Smallbox are restricting the vision here, but that will not be enough. Outcasts will get that one there with the War Machine, and Outcasts get it even higher. 2 more points left. Outcasts, it's no time to vortex. Delta Esports, 1 more point. This might be it, Outcasts. This might be the fight one for you. And Outcast, they're just not giving up. They're trying to make it work. What's left or whatever. But Delta Esports, they know that this one is in their favor, and Outcast will be losing this one. And Delta Esports just need just 1 kill, Carl.
It's 1 more point for them, but now they need to go to Nexus Outcast and not letting them get the win here. They want to go back to a P2, and maybe Outcast they'll have something in the workings for themselves. But so far, the spawns are going to get locked in by Delta, so of course they have the hill time as well. They're going to get there first. Rotations are going to be their strong suits, as they are going to close things off eventually on the hard point on Hacienda. 250, 127, and guys, oh man, this wasn't close. You know, mind you, we saw Outcast play earlier today, man, and it was absolutely them destroying Tectonics, not even letting them get above 10, I think, yeah? And now they have met a different team, Delta Esports, and Delta clearly been better, absolutely demolition them, that's the word to use there. And look at the kill, look at the KDs, man. Jiggy, 11:42 p.m. That's gonna be the man's time, and I don't know what that is, man. I don't know what that is. Makake, 50 kill mark for the man. Trixon 46, 44 for Stormy, 3 players with 40 on their side, 25 for Psycho, 29 for Cozy, nobody going neck. The hard point time, 2 and 25 for Psycho, and 3 players rather, above the 1 minute mark, and only Stormy not able to get there. But again, 50 seconds on the hill time, and of course 44 kills. So man, Outcast, what happened? What happened?
Really, you really gotta ask them. I mean, this was the same team that never allowed Tectonics to get a single kill in the hard point until they crossed the 100-point mark. This was a team that absolutely brought an overwhelming force. So what happened? Did they meet a force even greater? Did Delta Esports put them in their place? I mean, I really don't want to talk too soon. I want to see how the S&D goes. Hopefully, Outcast makes a comeback there. But with that being said, that concludes the hard point. And look at the KDAs. The KDAs are so good. And the time there, that was really impressive. Honestly, I really love the fact that Delta Esports knew what they were doing. At some point, it looked like Outcast were trying to make a comeback. You know, when they got to the 245 points, it was looking like the 5 kills was taking forever to get. But Outcast knew that the waiting game was not something they could hold on for long against Delta Esports. And Delta Esports knew that they just needed to get their act together and secure the victory for the hard point.
I mean, I'm not going to lie to you, man. I am not going to lie to you. I don't know what I just watched there. That was not fair. That was not close. Delta Esports clearly better. It looked like it was going to be that game from the start there. They started the game really well, and they absolutely just made sure they saw it through. And now we're going into Tunisia, Search and Destroy. A different game with entirely, guys. A different game with entirely. But you know, I'm always wanted to be like, oh, it's a different game mode. Something different might happen, but I can't lie. What I just saw, I think Delta might just go and close things off 2-0, and this might be what we call it GG. But again, it's the best of 3, and hopefully, we do go and see a map 3. But Tunisia S&D, man, what do you think it's going to look like for the side of Delta Esports?
I mean, we tried to give PDX, we tried to give Bear Hunters around a benefit of the doubt when it comes to the S&D, but PDX just showed us that, okay, look, we predicted 7-4, 7-5, but PDX made it 7-1. So Bear Hunters there, not much coming from them with the S&D. It was a clear domination from PDX, and I think history is going to repeat itself. And I want to make my prediction now. Delta Esports are going to take this one 7-2, and that is what I'm going to settle for in favor of Delta Esports, a 7-2 victory.
Man, I don't think I ever want to dispute that fact, man. I don't think I want to argue there because it's like I'm going to say that again. We have just seen Dalton better. They have just clearly been better, and S&D might just go and be where they close things off and make it a sweet 2-0 on the best of 3 map series. Yeah, and well, Tunisia S&D might be a different story. We might see a comeback. You know, we might see the openers finally making up. But Dalton's so far they've made their names the only one worth actually mentioning, guys. They've just clearly been better. And going into Search and Destroy, man, Tunisia. Outcast, man, they have to work extra hard. They have to do something out of the ordinary if they actually want to be able to get any points value whatsoever on Tunisia S&D. Delta have just shown what they're made of, how better they are. The gun skill not even close whatsoever. So now we're going to S&D Tunisia. The snipers then, so you know, maybe the snipers can actually go and change how the game is played for them. If you're Outcast, you're hoping the snipers can actually do the work. That's it.
Definitely, you're really hoping that it works because Outcast, they really tried for a late game comeback in the hard points. Don't know if that's gonna repeat in the S&D because we saw that pattern there with the Bear Hunters when they faced the PDX. I mean, PDX led them with a 6-0 point lead, and then towards the late, they tried for a comeback, but PDX said, no, remember, you're the hunters, but we're the predators, and you should be hunted. You might pick up your gun another day, but that day is not today. And they took the win.
I mean, if you look at all the comment sections right now, the two YTs, the TikTok, and maybe not the Twitch, yeah, but everybody's talking about the KD of Jiggy. You guys let the man rest, you know. Let Jiggy breathe, guys. Let him breathe. Let the poor breathe. Let the potter eat, you know. Let the potter thief, or however they say that. Let him breathe, Chad. He did his best, and now S&D is where Jiggy is going to try and prove you guys wrong. S&D is where Jiggy is going to answer every one of you on stream. Search and Destroy Tunisia is where Outcast might finally wake up, and Jiggy is going to be at the forefront of that waking up. So, you know, I'm counting on seeing what they're going to cook in the S&D, man. And now, you know, prediction time, guys. Prediction time. Wherever you're watching, leave a prediction of what you think is going to be the scoreline for S&D and in favor of who is going to get that win, Delta or Outcast. Black Martyr, we are going to start with you, man. What do you think the scoreline is going to look like?
Yeah, like I said, at 7-2 in favor of Delta because they did dominate the hard point, and it was clear that Outcast tried for a late game move. They tried, I mean, when they got to the 245-point mark, they tried their best to make a comeback and just held on to that point. But the waiting game is not something they could play against Delta Esports. So I'm going to give them a 2-point benefit of doubt, because Delta Esports, oh my goodness, that was a clear difference in skill level, experience level, gunplay, outplays, the engagement, the trades, the holding the spawn point. That was just a very brilliant understanding of the game from Delta Esports. Outcast bullied Tectonics, but I think the opposite just might happen if they don't get their act together and come up with a plan that's gonna work for the S&D. And like we always say, Carl, it's gonna be a different game, a different mode, but still, hopefully not the same outcome.
Yeah, different game mode. Hopefully this time not going to be that same outcome. Tanisha Satch and Destroy chat. And again, we are counting on Jiggy and Outcast to go and make something work for themselves here and give us that map 3. We want to go and see our very first control game of the evening. Hopefully we go and see that. But chat, it's going to be quite hard if you're them, because Delta have clearly been better. The hard front games show what they can offer and what they can do. And it's going to be a very, very tough road for them if you're the side of Outcast, because man, they have to go all out. They have to somehow make it work. Somehow, man.
Yeah, somehow make it work. Sure, man. Take it there.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of you, mind you, this is not me looking for trouble. This is not production looking for trouble, guys. It's not. We're just trying to show you guys the KD again of every single person. And I don't know if I can blow out somebody, man. I can't. I can't. I really want to cover one person's name here, but we don't have that power, chat, unfortunately. But it is what the hard front game. T5127 Warriors court line. So if you're just joining, this is the TRA Run series brought to you by Bear Clan, and of course the stream is live and YT, TikTok and Twitch, and real-time production YT, and of course all the Cow platforms. So yeah, we are live everywhere, wherever you're watching. Hello, and welcome to the stream. As we just got done with the hard print for Delta Esports, able to get that win. And if you're Arcus now, Search and Destroy is where you're counting on. But now if we go and look at the impact here from all the players, every single player on the side of Delta able to get above 100 impact, and we have only the one person, Yaru, able to get to that 100 impact. But mind you, every single player on the side of Artcast did go neck. Every single player.
Yeah, they did. I mean, we can look at the kill pool, the kill numbers here. The kill numbers here on Sia really doing so well. 29. But unfortunately, the impact not looking so good. Yarrow here with more time than we had points and 1 minute mark. Only the person getting it. I think the person that come close there is Peng Juge, because with the 51 seconds there. But then again, that's the 1.1 minutes. And that's just crazy, because if we look at the Delta Esports, the minimum on Outcast is like, the maximum on Outcast is like the minimum for Delta Esports. That's the difference in the experience level. Psycho here, with the 2 minutes and 25 seconds time, and the minimum here being Stormy with the 50 seconds. I mean, that is just a tell in the difference between the two teams and the players in the teams, Carl.
I mean, to be fair, guys, it was just Delta. It was just Delta literally having fun, and mind you, and all the players that are on the positive side of things here, every single player getting a plus KD for themselves here. Totally fantastic game. Hello, Turner. Thank you for the engagement on the stream. I just saw that. All of you that have been gifted on the TikTok stream, I can't really shout all of you out because I'm like casting most times. So all of you gifted, God bless you guys, man. Thank you so much for supporting the stream. Don't forget, this is the TRA, guys. The TRA Run series brought to you by the one and only Bear Clan. And of course, it's your time handling the stream alongside your boy Kyle and the one and only Black Martyr, my co-caster for the evening, And yeah, Search and Destroy finally about to get started. The party on. The party. This is what we've been waiting for, chat. This is what we've been waiting for. Is the one sport, the one place where we might see Outcast finally wake up. Finally, man.
Yeah, hopefully we get to see that. Hopefully it's not Delta Esports just having fun with them like they had fun with Tectonics. But then again, I really want to give them the benefit of that like I always do. And the predictions, my prediction also have already been given, but they will get straight into the game. Outcast already see here on the Tundra, really on the sniper here, just might find a value, but they will kick off into the S&D best of 7.
They have the bomb.
Yep, that's the 7. That's to get that 7-round wins. That's it. But now, yeah, we go, chat. Yeah, we go. It's Outcast and Delta. And who's going to find the very first kill here? First blood has to come too soon. Who's going to get it? It's a 5v5. Nobody has one got down. Now it's not in hand. What's that top? They might get him there. So it's low. He might think he knows, but he's not going to overextend. Oh my god! That was clean. Absolutely quick square from Delta. I'm going to get numbers, and yeah, they go. Absolute rampage comes through. And 2v5 and Outcast. Man, this is not how you want to start S&D.
This is definitely how you want to start S&D, but they will find that one there with the Tundra. Delta Esports already making their mark as they take the first point of the round of 7, of the round of 2.
Bomb spotted.
I mean, right now, I don't know what to say. Yo, Marty, thank you for the money you got on TikTok, man. I just saw that. God bless you, Marty. And here we go again, guys. It's round 2 and Delta Esports. So far, so good. The very first round, locked in. Easy peasy for them. And if you're Outcast, you're wondering, how do we fix this? How do we make it work? Now, Smoke, Stubby finds the very first kill there. Might make it work. Jesus Christ, gets a double. Now he jumps down, pistol in hand. He's going to get a triple. Stubby, you kind of come him now. Chill. Stormy, chill, and it's a 2v5.
Yeah, it's a 2v5. Stormy, Tundra in hand, just waiting for that body there, but not finding there. See as well, Tundra in hand. They will have the numbers advantage though. Delta Esports, they're just waiting for those remaining 2 members. Just walk into that one. We'll walk into that one. One member of Delta Esports goes down. Outcast, they might be making a statement here. 2 members go down as well. Oh my goodness. Delta Esports are gaining back the advantage as they will take that second point in the round of, in the best of 7 for their team.
Man, did you see that back in foot literally before that turn? Thank you for the when you got again. It's all you, Matty. So thank you for all you just. I don't know what that is. Thank you so much, man. But again, yeah, we got it, guys. It's 2-0. And did you see that back in foot literally? And we saw maybe Outcast might actually have maybe work somehow, somewhere. But again, there's still 2 players, actually 5 players in the whole lobby on 0 kills. 6 players. God. This is a 4-man game. There's 6 players in the whole lobby on 0 kills, and Stormy finding another double. The Storm comes in, gets 2. He's going to get shot down, and yeah, let's break that again.
Yeah, definitely. This big star production.
We are going to get that fixed real quick, but again, man, I can't believe I'm missing all that Stormy sniping coming 3. But you know, chat, it's literally, I think, Black Martin, yeah, I think it's been close. You know, I think the game has been close in the extent where, you know, in the level at a level where we can actually say, you know, Outcasts are fighting back here, but they're just not getting round wins. They are fighting back. They've been getting quite a couple nasty double kills and all that, but they are not just getting the round 1. So that's it. They need to find a way to actually get kills and also get round wins. That's it, man.
Yeah, it's not just about the little skirmishes in the round. It's about actually winning the round, like you said. And it's just about that because if they continue like this, the points are just going to be taken by Delta Esports, and they're just going to be having fun with them. Like you said, about 3 players with 0 kills in the entire round as they are starting in the 2 rounds. And so far, so good. We are back into the action. Delta Esports took the 3rd round, but Outcast not having any here. 3 members down already for Delta Esports. 4 members down, 1 on 3 here. Delta Esports not having the numbers advantage for the first time in the 3 rounds. Round 4, Outcast just might take this one. They just might win the round, not just the skirmishes in between, as they will try to find that last member for Delta Esports.
Yep, there we go, man. It's a 3v0, 3v1 rather. 6 AFK there. I see me was the man AFK. Looked like he was AFK for quite some time. I've got no idea what he was doing. Maybe typing something to his girlfriend there. That's one of those times when she's like, if you don't reply me, I'm going to break up Twix. If you don't reply me now, we are breaking up. And he's going to be able to reply that text real quick. And now it's a 1v2 Twix here. Left to go and get that clutch. And the 1v3 has found 1. Can he find 2 more players? The Kill Delta is fought on a spree and making 4 back-to-back rounds. And now the time in hand, can he still find this last 2 kills?
Yeah, he might just clutch it, but then again, that's going to depend on a lot of things here. Trying to plant the bomb here. Objective matters too, not just the kills there. Planting the bomb already. It's a 2-on-1. Outcast, they're just looking for that one there. Just have to do this an engagement there. But 1 member falls. He will make the clutch. 1v1 now, anyone's game. Delta Esports, they will take that one despite the numbers disadvantage, and they will take the 4 points for their team.
Bro, it's 4-0, but it's 4-0. And Outcast, this might just be their burial ground. And Mati Antenna on the TikTok stream. I don't know what you guys are competing for, but I do love it. Thank you guys so much. God bless you guys, man. Thank both of you so much. And all of you watching the stream on every single platform. And now 4-0, yeah, we got round 5 again. Stormy able to get the very first on an Outcast. Again, still playing catch up. It's a 4v5. They do have numbers. Cozy shotgun does not find their value. Pistol now back in hand for the man, but he's not going to commit to that one as he backs down. And Delta Esports, though, just finding a way to close things off early on this S&D, man.
Yeah, just trying to find a way, but 3-on-4 here. 3-on-5 here, and it's not really looking good for Outcast. I really don't know whatever falls again. 2-on-4 here. It's a trade there, 2-for-1, but Delta Esports having the numbers advantage. 2-on-4. I don't know if they can make it work. One member falls for Outcast. It's a 1-on-4, and really on the other side, Uzum, the only one left, the last man standing here, and Delta Esports are just hunting for him and just waiting for that moment when that engagement will come. There's an engagement there. We'll find one there. One goes down. 1-on-3 right now. Delta Esports is an enormous advantage and engagement there, but Delta Esports, they will take that 5th point in the round of 7.
Now I'm confused. How? You know, now you see the thing is, I can't fault Outcast. You know, I can't fault them that they are playing bad because the game has been close. So I'm like, I mean, in terms of like individual rounds, the game has been closed. But the scoreline is telling me a totally different story. 5-0. The game is literally playing, you know, 1v2, 1v1 at the end of the round there. But eventually, Delta always get the win. So if you're Outcast, you're wondering what are we doing wrong here? What is wrong? What can we fix? And how can we fix it? If Delta are just clearly better so far. The back and forth coming. Outcast now, you have numbers again, mind you. And finally, guys, they are going to get one round. So it took me complaining, guys, for them to get around. And 5-1, Delta still have that lead, but now we are going to flip sides and Outcast are going to be on the attacking side. Let's go.
If that late game comeback as predicted, Carl, this might be it. The reason why I said the 7-2, this just might be that 2 there. Hopefully more for the benefit of Outcast there. But really, they really have to. Hopefully this is something, this is a great lining for them. Playing catch up because they really have to. Delta Esports are already 4 points ahead, 4 rounds ahead, and Delta Esports really just waiting in line, waiting for that value to try in hand right now. But Delta Esports, they already find one member goes down for Outcast. They will lose one there. Numbers advantage to Delta Esports. It's not looking so good. 2 members down for Outcast. They will lose another. Outcast, they just, that last win just might have got into their heads. Hopefully now Delta Esports lose one as well. Hopefully not going so well because that has to. Outcast up behind right now, and they will take down another member. This might not be the round for them. I don't know what you think, but let me know, Carl.
5-1, that's the scoreline so far, and now it's a 1v3. It's going to be up to Feng rather. Let's go and get that close. Man, Feng, can you make it work, so? 2 players behind, and he might see both of them, but no! Karki confirms the kill there, shots it down by Outcast again. 6-1, they are behind, and this is match point, and also series point now for Delta Esports. If you're them, one more round, and you are going to clutch the whole series 2-0 and qualify for the very next round of the TRA, brought to you by Bear Clan. And it's 6-1, guys, round 8, here we go again.
Yeah, here we go again. History might repeat. Deja vu or that 2 might come in for Outcast. They might win this round, the Delta Esports, because they're really good at delaying Delta Esports from taking the victory. They showed that pattern in the hard point, but this is S&D. Different roles, different game, different modes, but hopefully not the same outcome. One member of Outcast goes down. History just might repeat itself. There's an engagement right there. More wanted to find one there, Cozy with the VRP, but there's an engagement there. 2 members down, 3 members down, 4 members down. Delta Esports will settle the score, and we don't get to see a game 3. They win 7 rounds. They win the 7th round, and Tunisia is the map that will favor them. And that's it. That's it, Carl.
What on God's green earth was that trigger discipline, God? Cozy, I don't know where you are. I don't know who you are, but I love you. Please do it again, production. Please show us that again, production. I love you guys, production. Please show us, Jerry. Thank you, guys. Look at that. Look at that, Chan. Look, he saw them coming. He did not fight. Like, guys, I don't know what to call that. I could watch that over and over and over and over and over again because that was so clean. He literally stood there. He saw the first man come. He did not shoot. Saw the second man come. He made sure he had 2 clear shots and he got 2 kills. Look at that. He just waited for them to come towards him. Took the 2 kills. Almost got a 3 there. Cozy, the man you are. Clean work as they are going to win S&D and Delta Esports clutching it up 2-0. And man, Sat game here for Outcast. Hardware not too close. S&D even worse. S&D absolutely even worse. As we are going to be calling it a good night for Outcast as they have been kicked out. But of course, our boys Delta are now through to that next round.
Yeah, definitely moving on to the restaurant. Delta being the Predators, I think we can now conclude that they have successfully revenged for Tectonics. And they have successfully, what can I say, hunted the hunters, and they have successfully satisfied the hunters as well, and settled the score in the hardpoint and the S&D. And Delta Esports really doing so well. 193 impact on King Twix, 12 kills, 3 deaths, and just an overall very nice performance there on Twix. On the other side, you see 123 on Feng with the 7 deaths and 7 kills. Best performing on the side of Outcast, but really nice performance from both teams, and that will conclude my review of the scoreboard here.
I mean, I'm going to be fair, Jiggy left the screenshot here, but he did get a donut, guys. I am not looking for trouble, chat, but Jiggy did leave the SS there, but he did get that donut. Went through 8 rounds, didn't get a single kill. I think he said he was lagging, chat, but still, we have to call out that donut, man. So big shout out to you, Jiggy, man. Big shout out to you. But again, look at that. Every wonderful game for the side of Delta Esports. 6 there, 12 kill mark, 12 and 3, 10 and 4 for Stubby, 6 and 5 for Cozy, and 6 and 4 for Kake there. But mind you, guys, Cozy's final 2 kills, those were the game, guys. That is what you want to see in Call of Duty Mobile. You want to watch that every single time. Big shout out to the man there, no doubt. And I might be glazing too much now, so I'm going to chill. But again, Delta, clean win as they are absolutely going to trample through Outcast and qualify for that next round.
Definitely going to qualify there. Cozy trigger discipline, that last minute move, that was what made that win there. I mean, we saw it was a pattern whereby, Outcast wanted to delay Delta Esports when they took 1 round from them and they won the 6th round. But definitely, Delta Esports, Cozy knows that was going to happen. And he said, okay, I know you're going to pull your delay but no denial card. But hey, there's not going to be delay, only a denial on your part from taking another round from us, Carl.
I mean, to be fair, guys, we had a lovely stream, Black Martyr. Big shout out to you, man. Of course, that was and has been the very last game of the evening for today. And of course, Hacienda talking about Delta, S&D as well talking about Delta. And we did see 2 clear 2-0 today. Delta and PDX able to get their wins 2-0, 2-0, and of course 2-0. And here we go, guys. That said, this was a TRA ranked series brought to you by Bear Clan and of course streamed by Real Time alongside your boy Carl. I'm the one and only Black Martyr, and we're going to be live again same time, same channels, 6 p.m. West African time tomorrow for the next rounds, and of course the finals of the TRA, the Republic Africa Ranked Series event. So yeah, join us again tomorrow, guys. Don't forget, join us again tomorrow, 6 p.m. West African time, if you don't want to miss out on all the action. And of course, that Cozy's excellent trigger discipline. If you don't want to miss out on that, make sure you're tuned in for the next couple of streams, guys. But again, so your boy Carl and Black Martyr, what do you have to say to the chat before we go and say goodbye, man?
Thank you so much for having me, Carl. Thank you so much for watching the stream, guys. Thank you so much for the giftings and the support. You guys are amazing. You guys are doing so well. You guys are the reason why we do what we do and why we try so hard to improve on the quality we bring to you. And shout out to Bear Clan, shout out to Retime Production, and shout out to the players out there that gave us a show to watch and cast on. And I remain Black Matter, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place, same platform, and have a good night, guys.
Have a good night, guys, and of course a special shout out to the gifters of stream, the top 2 gifters, Matty and Turner. Have a very lovely evening, guys, and see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.